I made a bunch of Roblox Bedwars trick videos, but today, I decided to gather all of my tricks and go over the best and most useful ones. And I can guarantee that these will make you better at the game. Also, huge announcement. We just reached 100k subs. Thank you all so much. Well, this is what I look like. The long-awaited face reveal. But thank you guys for the support, and it truly means a lot. Anyways, enjoy the tricks. In every map, there's a border. Basically, there's an invisible line called the event horizon, where the game pretty much stops working. And if you cross that line with balloons...
That was zero. That was 0 IQ.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh, this is so rigged.
That'll happen to you. So next time you use balloons, do not pass the event horizon. Otherwise, all of your balloons will disintegrate and you're pretty much dead. Void is the worst enchant, but you can make it a pretty good enchant if you combine it with Trinity. With this combo, you can infinitely heal when you get a single kill, which makes it the fastest possible way to heal. Let's say that you're stranded on a sky base with no bed left. You have no blocks either, but you somehow see a soul at the bottom. An easy way to get down is by jumping down and taking the soul mid-fall, and you won't take fall damage. It's a simple trick for escaping and it's pretty clever. With this trick, you can make a working trampoline. Place a gumdrop, then place wool around the gumdrop like so. Congratulations, you've now made a working trampoline. But that's not all. You can use the trampoline to make a pretty clever and simple trap. Build a giant sky bridge and wait for someone to chase you, but make sure to have a trampoline for safety measures. I'd suggest you take off your armor, so it'll convince more people to chase you. If someone chases you, lure them close to the trampoline, then jump off the bridge and land on the trampoline. When they see you do that, they'll most likely jump after you, but when they land on the trampoline, they'll die. We do a little trolling here. The fireball has gone through a lot of changes. The knockback has been heavily reduced, so people would think it's almost completely useless. Keyword, almost. We all know that you can fireball jump, but we also know that the mobility kits like Jade, Void Regen have been nerfed. But there's a way to fix that. We all know for a fact that you can go pretty far with a fireball jump. By combining a fireball jump with these mobility kits, you can get some extra distance. But this would be better late game, considering 75 iron early game takes quite a while to get, especially with a tier 0 gen. There are many maps in Roblox Bedwars, but this one in particular stands out. Welcome to the forest map. In the middle, there are quite a bit of gaps, especially this one. There's a very easy way to set up a trap. Players usually place one block right here so they can make the jump. But if you get the block to one shot, then have someone chase you, break the block, and they'll fall right in your trap. Getting on the spectator map is pretty hard, but there's an easier way to do it. Get a cannon and a gumdrop. Build up to almost max height. Position the cannon so it goes up. Then place a gumdrop right next to it. Then use the cannon while running to the gumdrop at the exact same time, and it will launch you a million miles in the air, so you can land on the spectator map. Players who don't have the gingerbread kit will never be able to catch you, and it's hilarious. Dying with a lot of loot can be really annoying, and I'm sure all of you have been through that. But there's a simple solution. Open up the personal chest and walk away. As you can see, I'm literally a mile away from my base, and I can still put stuff in the chest. Go around and collect a bunch of stuff like diamonds and emeralds. If you fall off, you can quickly put them in the chest, and you'll keep the items after you die. The Bubble Blaster is a brand new item that is very overpowered. Not only does it do a lot of damage, but it also stacks with Airy. So if you get a bunch of kills with the Boba Blaster, it'll stack with your sword damage. You can also spam the Boba Launcher to do even more damage. This is how much damage it does normally, and this is how much damage it does when you spam it. Not only that, it stacks with enchants. So you can shoot Boba at someone and set them on fire, which makes no sense. With the Uzi kit, you can actually hit people through walls, which is kinda broken. If players are in their base, you can sneak around and use the dash ability to slap them up. You pretty much have ghost hacks with this kit. You can use this on a bridge fight or any fight in general. The dash ability can reach players who are 10 blocks away, maybe even more. The range of this thing is insane, so I'd suggest you give this trick a whirl. With the Yeti kit, you can do a little bit of trolling. If someone crosses the bridge, build up, build over, and trap them. Then use a glacial roar to make the blocks one shot. Break all the blocks and he will fall in the void. It's a very cheap way to annoy someone. Breaking beds is important, but it's pretty hard when the entire team defends it. For sub maps, an easy way to break beds is by dropping down here, placing a block under you, covering yourself up, and breaking the bed from below. Is even more effective if you have any of these tools. In some maps like the Sand Temple, the design of the map allows you to do it from high up. It's simple bed breaking and simple trickery. Gen splitting is a very simple trick that some of the top players use. Basically, one person stands close to the gen, but far enough so they won't pick up the iron. Then another person walks into the gen, which makes both players get the iron, basically doubling the iron. It's a pretty simple way to stack up more iron to get geared up. So if you're playing Bedwars with a friend, I suggest you show this trick to them if they don't know about it. And this trick also works in Hypixel Bedwars Bedwars in case any Minecrafters are watching. Bedwars has a ton of hiding spots and Easter eggs. In this sand temple map, the devs may or may not have snuck in a little spot to hide. Go to green space, then go forward. Stand right here on the bridge and jump down with balloons. In this spot, you can see a tiny hole that you can easily squeeze in. I'd say this makes for a pretty good hiding spot. The only problem is that they can see your name tag. But hey, if you and your friends are up for some hide and seek where name tags are off, you know exactly where to go. There was a glitch where you can place infinite Tesla traps, but many of you think it's patched and that it only works in lucky blocks. But there's actually a way to do it in a regular match. The vending machine drops down from above in regular matches. If you position it correctly, you can place a Tesla trap under the vending machine. Once the vending machine lands on it, you can now place infinite Tesla traps in a regular match. Have fun spawn killing people and getting called the hacker. What is the best bed defense? You may think it's Teslas, reinforced blocks, or giant piles of obsidian, but all of those are wrong. The best possible bed defense you can make in a regular match is this right here. You need farmer kit for this. The only people who can break it are people with farmer kit. Other than that, it's completely impossible to break. But you may be asking, doesn't that cost 880 iron? If you get 3 of your friends to help you, you can get 4 times the amount of iron if you all stay in the gen. If you don't have friends, you can get a bunch of devices like phones, PCs, tablets, whatever you prefer. Once you have your free friends or free Roblox accounts, all you gotta do is sit in the gen and wait. It takes about 3 minutes and 23 seconds to get 220 iron. If 4 accounts sit in the gen for that long, you'll have 880 iron combined, which is enough for a carrot defense. All they gotta do is give you the iron in the chest. You should do this trick in 30v30. The gens are a lot faster in 30v30, so all 4 of you can get 880 iron in just under 2 minutes. You can actually one-shot obsidian with a very simple trick. First, you need a diamond pickaxe. Then use the Yeti's glacial roar on the obsidian once. Wait for a minute and a half, then use it again, which will make the obsidian one-shot. So more glacial roars on the same block will make it easier to break. So you can pretty much do the exact same thing with reinforced obsidian. Credits to typology. You get knocked off the map, but you're skilled enough to land a block clutch. But that was your only block. However, there's a way to build up. Break the block, jump as soon as the block breaks, and place the block. By repeating this process, you can get up. Fisherman kit is a pretty good kit, especially if you're on a sky base. You can actually fish from the sky, which kinda makes no sense, but it is possible. This is one of the oldest tricks in the book, but it works super well. You can launch TNT by shooting it with an arrow. It can be used as a TNT cannon, or it can be used to stop players from exploding your bed defense.
He's putting TNT, he's putting TNT. Oh yeah! He bowed the TNT off the base. He bowed the TNT off the bed, Bo. Dude, that's a pro move. That's a pro move. Who had the bow? Who had the bow? Cubing? Dude, Cubing knows. Cubing's the GOAT. Cubing's the GOAT at Bedwars, bro.
Hop into 30v30 with the jack kit. By combining it with the plunger enchant, you can throw an oil blob at the gen and it'll steal everyone's resources. I guess oil is money after all. With the void region kit, you can have infinite health. And I'm not kidding when I say this. If you knock someone with the void axe, you probably know that you gain health from damaging them with the axe. Seems like a fair trade to me. You can do this to many players at once to get even more health, and it's kinda satisfying. As you can see by Rojo's clip, by repeatedly using the void axe on many people at once, you can regenerate infinitely. It's pretty OP and it's a really good way to annoy your enemy. And this works even better if you have the shield gen enchant. A few weeks ago, they added the paintball gun, which comes from vending machines. So I'm in a custom match and I got my ult.
Help me.
As you can see, I'm using Airy because I want to show you this. As you can see, the paintball gun shoots 2 at a time, and it works with Airy because you can clearly see I got the butterflies. But unlike the Boba Blaster, the damage from the gun actually goes up with Airy. So you pretty much have double Airy damage with this trick, which makes the gun super OP. Credits to Celestial Wrap. We all know that Bedrock cannot be broken in Minecraft. I mean, it's obvious facts, but the same can't be said about Roblox. Some of you don't notice, but they added Bedrock to Bedwars, which looks like this, and it's unbreakable. Quote unquote. There's a way to break it without actually mining it.
So let's say your enemy built a bedrock bed defense and they think you can't break it. First, you want to place 2 blocks like that. Then you want to go get stuck in those blocks, and now you want to box all around you. Now what you want to do is spawn a duck, and because the duck is stuck, it's going to try to escape, and it should break the bedrock.
And you can also do it without a host panel. And that is how you break bedrock. Most of you don't notice, but if you're using the Grim Reaper kit, you can see that you're actually levitating in the air. With this levitation, you can actually jump up 3 blocks with 0 enchants and no wall hopping. If you're tired of people spamming you with the bow at your base, a little trick you can do is placing spirits around you, which will work as a shield that blocks arrows. Bedwars had an update where you can't use commands in private, but there is one last way to use admin commands in private. You know when you spam the chat, it's gonna say you must wait X seconds seconds before sending another message. Well, if you run a command while having that message pop up, you can actually spawn and stuff without having your message in the public. So all you gotta do is spam a bunch, wait for this to appear, and use the command. If any of you want to troll your friends with this, go ahead. And those are the best Roblox Bedwars tricks